Um, Client contacted me and their equipment was messing up. They were bird nesting and it would stop embroidering, then it would embroider, then it would stop embroidering, then it would embroider. And those of you guys that follow me on Instagram saw exactly how this is going. But give me a second. Let me check real fast on the YouTube channel to make sure everything is copacetic. Yes, and I am live. Let me bring this up just so I can check my status. Okay, cool. What's going on, Levi? Instagram. Thank you so much for joining. Ooh, saw exactly. Hold on. Unplug that. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Levi, for checking in. All right, so I want to show you guys some footage of a testimonial from my customer that she sent me to actually like tell you guys how good my service was, because typically I don't get testimonials from customers, but I thought it'd be dope. So let me show you guys. So I can unmute her audio. Second.
And I've been having a few issues. My name is Joy, and I invested in the MT 1501 not too long ago. And I've been having a few issues with just trying to embroider. And I reached out to A-Dubb, Alan, because I know he recently got certified in knowing how to fix these machines. And let me tell you, I called, he came, he conquered, and now I can embroider with.
This is the second, no, actually my third repair that I've done, and all three has been successful so far. So pats on the back for me, but I have to keep on learning, so I can get better and better. Not that I don't know anything, but there are some things that, I want to be able to just come on site and get the job done without even having to hesitate and like think about what I learned. Let me continue on. Let her continue on.
Confidence. Literally called on a Thursday and he came on a Friday or whatever day it was, but he came the next day and he fixed all of the timing issues that was happening, adjusted some of the threads and the tension, and kind of troubleshoot and taught us what we need to do in order to prevent these issues from happening. So Racoma, you have a beautiful gift. And for anybody else who's looking for service, quality service, and speedy service, go on and check out A-Dubb. Thank you so much. Hopefully we don't have to call you anytime soon, but I appreciate you. So from Be the Difference to A-Dubb Productions, thank you so much. Guys, if you need the service, go hit them up. Thank you. Have a great day. My name is Joy, and All
right, y'all. So there you have it. Testimonial. This is like my second testimonial, actually. And I have other testimonials, but let me see if I can find any, guys. Hold on. Oh, real quick. Let me show you guys her machine and how it was running before. All right. So we are here to do a repair on this machine. Stop right here. We're gonna try to situate the situation. Wish me luck. Let's see. That's how it looked before. Let's go. When I first got there. And then I fixed it. They were getting bird nesting, but after the bird nesting, right, had to do some timing adjustments and had to adjust the file also. It was a bad file. It would have never embroidered good with that file that they had. So, shouts out to me. Sometimes you gotta pump your chest, give yourself a pat on the back for achieving greatness. And this is my pat on the back for myself. I knew it wasn't my time, and I'm like, no. So, let me see what else I got for y'all to show y'all. That's just her design right there. And this is her bag. I
That's in
helped
front
him
of
went
it.
through a complete job.
All right. Here we go. R2 Pro.
She had the R2 Pro
Panda.
and the Panda.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, so plenty of stuff going on over there. She had the single needle embroidery machine, Rokoma MT1501, had the R2 Pro, and she uses it all the time. She likes it. And she has the Panda. I call it the Panda. But she says that the Panda gets better colors than the R2 Pro. But I told her, I'm not sure if she messed around with the color settings in the R2 Pro or not, but you can adjust it so that it prints a little bit better. Okay, what I want to talk to you guys about, some of the services that I offer, and I want to know if you guys offer the same services in your businesses. All right, so let me see. Let me go on alanawade.com real fast over here. And let me show you guys some stuff. All right. So on my website, one of the services that I offer that I actually forgot that I offered that is not even listed. Actually, it is listed. Okay, so these are my favorite things right here that I think every business needs. These are banners, vertical retractable banners. Specifically the 79 by 33.6 inch wide banner, vertical banner. All right. I also have the horizontal banner also. Vertical banner. Okay. One of these is supposed to be horizontal banner. Vertical banner. Wait, that's supposed to be horizontal banner with rivets. So I'm going to change that. This is a vertical banner with a stand. So I offer both of those on my website. The vertical banners are $120 and the horizontal banners with the rivets, $120. And then I have the 52-inch banner, but this is a paper banner. So it's meant to be hung up inside. And that is only $30, guys. That's only $30. All right. So these are some of the services. And these vertical banners and horizontal banners, they can be put up outside. All right. So if you're at a vending event or something like that, they're very, very useful because, and I think every business can have one, because sometimes, say like if you're at a vending event or any event for that matter, you got customers that come up to you asking you questions like, okay, do you have a website? Okay, what payment information do you accept? What services do you have? What am I looking at? You can have all that displayed on the banner so that those questions can be answered. That way, when they come up to you, they're just ready to, maybe have answer one or two questions so they can make the purchase. Works all the time. So if you don't have a vertical banner, if you don't have a banner and you're doing vending events, you need one. Even if you aren't doing vending events and you have a business, sometimes when you open shop, you want to come outside, open up your banner to let people know that you're open. When I go to UPS, sometimes they have a banner outside to show that they're open, to display different things. You might want to get a different banner to show when stuff is on sale or whatever it may be. All right. So yeah, I made a banner recently for a customer. As a matter of fact, that was today. And I showed the banner on my Instagram page. Those of you guys that follow me on Instagram might have saw it already. Let me go over here and see if I can find it on my gram. You guys can see. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I can't show y'all. So let me show you right here. All right. So, second. Let this go ahead and sync up. So this is the vertical banner right here. All right, so you guys can see the vertical banner on the floor right there. This guy has a big old QR code. And guys, QR codes, you can program them, you can get them made, you can program them to pretty much any place that you want. I think this specific QR code sends you to the person's website. You can have it programmed to your payment information. And on the far left and on the far right side, he has all the services that he offers. And right next to the QR code, he has his contact information, which is a email, the name of his business, his name, his email address, his company website, and down below his phone number. So if you have any, like, if you don't have any idea of what you should be putting on your banner, that's just like a template that you can follow of some of the important information. You might want to use some graphics or whatever and show some of your products. You can get creative with it, showing your banners. All right. Also, the other day, I made some DTF transfers for a customer, and she was so happy. She was nice enough to share some of the pictures with me. So this is in my studio of the DTF transfers that I made right here. You can see the transfers right there, right? And that was after I printed them. I just took a picture of them to send them to her because this is one of the cases where she contacted me in the morning and she seemed really, really flustered and like she needed to get this done, but the customer was dragging and they didn't have their artwork ready yet. But when she put in her order, I knocked it out for her right away and then contacted her and sent her a picture and let her know that it was ready for pickup because it's a pickup order. And right then and there, it like eased her anxiety and helped her calm down. So that's one of the things that I like to tell you guys. Like, if you are servicing people in your immediate area, if you can get this stuff done fast, you know, then and you can become dependable, you can get consistent work like that. So she was so happy. She sent me pictures of the finished results. Here's one of the shirts right there, and there's the other shirt right there, guys. And there's one more shirt right there. So you guys can see how this stuff turned out. Looks pretty good. Other one right there. And she said they transferred very well. I would show you the Instagram, but she said, yeah, she said that the transfers transferred really well. So here's the one transfer right here. And that's the banner. That's the other transfer. All right, cool. So what services and are you guys offering those services? Another service that I offer on my website is UV DTF. All right. So if we go on my website right here, we can go to customs, custom transfer by size. I advise you to use the build your gang sheet DTF. Select the gang sheet that you think you want, right? Click on it, build your gang sheet. It'll open it up for you. And then you can start adding your image. But another thing that people don't know, that people don't utilize on my website is if you are somebody that don't have any graphics at all, you can use my gallery all the way over here to the left side. If you guys look at my cursor, where my cursor is, all the way on the left side, it says gallery. So if you have no graphics, I've already preloaded graphics in here that you guys can use royalty free. So if you click right there, you guys can see all these graphics. Boom. If you click on it, it adds it to there. Now, don't worry about the watermark that you see on the graphic, because once you put your order through, the watermark goes away. All right. So, and if you don't like that, you can just exit out right there. Let me go back to the gallery so you can see so you guys can see what else I got. So if you scroll all the way down, got some Juneteenth stuff. Click right there to add that. All right, you scale it down to the size that you want. Go back to the gallery. If you go all the way down, then you guys see I got some more interesting stuff. So the watermark, like I said, it does not print out when they print. All right, so I gotta go back in my gallery and see if I can turn down the watermark so you guys can see the graphics even better. But as you can tell, though, I have plenty of designs available. Like, I literally have hundreds of designs available that you guys can use royalty free. Like I said, if you are not somebody that has graphics available, if you're not a graphic designer, you can go ahead and go through this gallery right here and just go through all of the many graphics that I have. There's another one right here. I'm just putting random stuff on a gang sheet so you guys can see some of the stuff that I have right here. All right, so let me find something else that's cool. There, let me see. There's Cupid. There. All right. Boom. Plenty of graphics available, guys, for you guys to choose. So if you, like I said, don't have any graphics, don't know how to go by getting graphics, just go ahead and look through some of my graphics. And like I said, you can get started making money and not have to use ChatGPT. All these images right here have transparent backgrounds already, so you don't have to worry about that, right? And if you want more, and it happens that the gang sheet builder is not the size that you want, you can go ahead up here, right up here to where my cursor is. Look where my cursor is. And then you press the drop down and you can select the next size bigger. So to keep all the graphics that you have on the screen, and then it'll give you a bigger gang sheet right there. Plenty of options. And when you're select the image and you go in and out like this, you can actually see right here below the graphics in real time how wide you're making it. So if I wanted it 12 inches wide, for example, you see it went 12 inches wide. All right. So yeah, just some of the features. Just wanted to show you that real fast on my website. I'm going to show you guys some other stuff too real fast. What's something else that I offer that people don't know that I offer? Let me see. All right. So right here, when you go to custom, right? Go to customs. You guys know about the DTF. You guys know about the UV DTF. The UV DTF gang sheets operate the same way. A lot of people don't take advantage of the custom stickers that I have, right? So you can choose different sizes, right? And you can upload your logo, and I can put a contour cut around your logo or around whatever thing you want the sticker of. You can select it, right? The size that you want, and then you can select the quantity that you want. All right. So keep in mind, each of these, like say for example, a 3-inch square, it's 50 stickers, 50 3-inch stickers for $24, right? And yeah, you can get the different sizes that you want, right? Upload your image right there, and I'll print them out. And you can select the quantity that you want. And like I said, you see this graphic right here, it's like contour cut around the sticker. All right, so that's another service that I offer that people didn't know. DBH LLC says, "What's up, Dub? We embroidery, laser engrave, rhinestone, and DTF. I'm also at a certified tech with Racoma. What's going on? Do I know you? Did you come to Philly? Let me know in the comments. I think I might know him. Okay, so also, newest on the list, I offer custom sublimation athletic socks. All right, so once again, you select the color sock that you want, select the size that you want, and upload the image that you want on the sock, and select the quantity of the socks that you want. Press add to cart, and boom, I make them, send them to you in a package, ready to give to your clients, or ready to keep for yourself, or ready to sell for yourself. But I advise you guys, like, if you have a brand, right? Give me a second. I gotta charge this up. If you have a brand, and because the other day on the live stream, I remember my stream box cut off on me. So let me plug this in right now. If you have a brand, right, and you wear socks, you go to the gym, you wear shorts, you should be taking every opportunity to promote your brand. Right or wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, you're the graph tech guy that knows how to do all the, knows how to operate the graph tech really, really well. I got to hit you up. Shoot me a text. I think you have my number. I recently got a new screen. Well, no, it wasn't recently. That was kind of like a few months ago. And my space was filled up on my phone. My screen was cracked. My space was filled up on my the backup system. What is it? the storage, when all your stuff from your phone goes to storage, my storage will fill up. And I had beta software on my phone, so when I took it to Apple to get a new screen, they couldn't back up my phone. So they couldn't back up my phone because they said they needed something other than the beta software, the regular software on my phone, because when they replace the screen, they got to check it, and they can't check it with the beta software. So all my information got wiped. All my numbers and stuff like that got wrapped. But so yeah, contact me, hit me up. All right, so another service that I offer. Let's continue on, guys. So I got holiday transfers, and the newest thing that I'm offering right now, right in the customs menu, you can go to custom screen printed tee. All right, now this right here, I want you to think photorealistic image, like a photo of yourself or a loved one. If it's a black shirt, it's going to be a white image. If it's a white shirt, you can select right here what color shirt you want. If it's a white shirt, it's going to be a black image, but it's going to be one color, right? And you can also select the shirt type. You can select Gildan, Next Level, or you can choose a Shockwear. You can choose a size, the color, the brand, along with the quantity, and then upload the image. I do the rest of the work, and you're going to get a photorealistic image, meaning if it's a photo that looks like you, it's not going to be like cartoony. It's going to be a photorealistic image. All right. So yeah, so check that out. Just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I offered and give you guys some ideas of some stuff that you can offer. All right. Also, look at the embroidery box, right? So this is something that I created called the embroidery box. And I don't know if you guys know about it, but it has a built-in internal magnet, and it goes on the side of your embroidery machine to hold all of your frequently used items. I have one for the EM1010 and then one for the MT1501. But let me tell you guys, the one for the EM1010 can work for both machines. I'm actually probably going to discontinue this version right here and just sell the one for the EM1010 for both. I'll tell you why. Because the one for the EM1010 has a built-in magnet inside the handle, and you can pretty much sit it on the EM1010 or the MT1501, and they're the same size. So if you're buying one, just get the one for the EM1010. They both, like I said, they both are the same size. Yeah, so that's another thing that I offer. All right, so that is pretty much it. I'm working more on some merchandise, and I'm going to be advertising that more. One thing that I put on here, I think right here, I have an HBCU collection designs that I made, and somebody recently ordered this right here in a 3XL, which was hard to find, by the way. I kind of got jammed up on that order. A 3XL. So I made it for him, and this is the guy that told me that I'm charging too low. And he asked me to make something else custom for him. And I want to show you guys what I made for this guy. Some of you guys saw it embroidering on the live the other day, but did I take a picture of it yet? Hold on. I think this is it when it was embroidering. All right, so you guys see that embroidering right there? Where's my audio? So that is a picture you guys see in embroidering, right? So it came out really good, and I want to show you guys the final result. I have it on Instagram. Let me go over to Instagram real fast so you guys can see it real fast on my timeline right here. All right, so this is it right here. Basketball for Bodine High School. He currently resides in California, he said. This right here is a 3XL, so you guys can't imagine how big this is. But yeah, 3XL right here. So let me know how I did. So for those of you guys that were watching live the other day, you saw me embroidering that. I was going back and forth between me and the camera, and you saw me embroidering that. So I sent the picture to the client. He absolutely loved it, and I embroidered it. All right, let me tell you guys something that I've been working on in the back end. I've been working on custom blanks, like heavy duty custom blanks, and my shipment came in, and I used one of my custom blanks, heavy material to print on, well, to embroider on, and sent him that. And I took so long to work on this project, and it came out so good. So much money spent, and it came out so good. These blanks are crazy. So from now on, I'm going to use my blank hoodies and sweatshirts to embroider on, and they're going to be a premium price, guys. They're going to be a premium price because these things are heavy duty, thick, and incredible, and heavy, and they're just amazing. All right, so yeah. I remember I told you guys the other day about the Philadelphia Striders Track Club and how I was making some fundraiser shirts to help them raise money for the upcoming season. All right, and I want to show you guys some of the shirts that I made. All right, so this is one right here. Matter of fact, let me give me a second, guys. Let me go over here to my images so I can go through all of them. All right, here we go. From right here. All right. So you guys can see the image right there. So what I did was, and I actually made a quote on Instagram. I mean, asked a question on Instagram. Do you think this is DTF, screen print, or DTG? And most people guessed DTF. And if you guessed DTF, you're right. But I asked people that question because of how bright the ink is on that. Most people can't get their ink to be that bright. And if you noticed, after I made the shirt, I took it to the track and actually laid the shirt down on the track so that it can be seen for what it's going to be used for. So think about that when you guys are doing your advertising and stuff like that. Maybe that's something that you can implement. You know, if like you're doing something from baseball, you know, in the picture, selling it, show something baseball-y. So here I place a shirt down on the track, took a picture, and coach likes it. Hopefully it starts selling like crazy and helps raise money for the Philadelphia Striders Track Club. But if you're interested, that shirt is on my website, so you guys can go purchase. It's 50% of the proceeds go to the Philadelphia Striders Track Club, and the shirts are only $25. All right, so yeah, shameless plug on that one. Let me check the comments real fast and see what you guys are talking about. Okay, so DBH says, will do. I have no idea what he's talking about, but this is a great background distraction while I braid my hair. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you, anything that you guys are coming and talk about. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. And don't forget, while you're watching this video, to hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the post notification button so you can be notified every time I go live, guys. But what are some of the services that you're offering? One thing that I didn't put on my website that I offer are mugs, sublimation mugs. So I'm going to have to work on putting that on the website. I do sublimation, well, not sublimation, but I do trophies also for like teams and stuff like that. Got to put that on my website. So sometimes we offer a lot of things and we do a lot of things, but we don't put it on our websites, and we don't advertise that we do it. For example, I had banners up on my website for quite a while, but I never advertised that I do banners, and it's very lucrative to sell them. I actually enjoy making them, but I don't talk about it. And I actually, when I got that order recently, I had forgot that I even did banners. So when I got it, I was excited and I made the banner and I punched the holes in the banner. I did my little grommet thick thing when I flipped the banner over and I put the grommet in there. I had a absolutely fantastic good time making that banner. So just if you offer a service, especially right now, guys, right now, if you notice, the system is kind of aligning with us right now because our government wants us to start producing more. That's part of the reason why they put the tariffs in place, because things that we would normally order from overseas, I mean, some stuff we can't get around because we just don't have the ability to make them here yet at a cost-effective price. But like my project, for example, my sweatshirts, for example. But there's going to come a point in time where we are going to have to start to compete with those overseas brands and, well, the overseas suppliers, I should say. And it's going to be tough. We can't probably have their price point, but right now, if you factor in how much they charge to make the product, factor in the shipping cost of the product, and factoring the tariffs of the product, put all that together, we might as well be manufacturing it ourselves. So those services that you offer that you don't have listed on your website and don't talk about that you offer, now is the time that you need to start advertising and showing that you make these things, that you offer these things, because that's what the government wants us to do. All right. And as you start doing this stuff and people start patronizing you, then you can hire employees, thus creating jobs. Let me tell you, let me hear from you guys what services you guys offer that you guys don't advertise for that you offer. Just curious, guys. Looking for something over here. Second. I had a whole playlist here. So over on Facebook, right, there are these small videos that I watch that I'm addicted to watching. They're sewing videos, and I saved a few that I want to check out with you guys. All right, so this is one of them right here. So this is showing how easy it is. Watch this. I don't know about you guys, but I find this stuff absolutely amazing. All these little small tips and stuff like that. Look what they did. And I saved this stuff for future reference because one day I want to start sewing and making my own stuff. Look, flip it inside out and look how neat that looks. All right, let me show you guys another one that I saved right here. I have some other stuff on Instagram that I saved, like how to make bags, but this one is showing how the proper way to add some elastic. And what comes to my mind, and the reason why I saved this is because I want to start making my own underwear, my own boxers. And this shows you exactly how the most difficult part, which is how to add the elastic band or the elastic lining to the item that you're sewing on, whatever material you choose to use to make your boxers or even your wristbands. I think this is so interesting, and I watch these videos all the time, and I'm kind of addicted to watching them. All right, let's check this one out. This is one that I saw recently, and look, this is from China, and look at this beautiful collar right here. It shows you how to do it right here. I know I'm not the only one that sees these videos and watches them like that. I'm like totally addicted to watching them. So, boom, look, you got the collar. Put both of them together. Now, how do you add it on there? Boom, boom. Look at that. Like, the way they do this stuff is like so amazing, and it comes out looking so good. And people actually sit there and make this stuff up. Like, look, now flip it all around, boom, boom. And look how easy he makes it seem, or she. And then look how clean it looks. So this is stuff that if we do enough, we can get good enough to start customizing our own merchandise so we can stand out beyond our competitors, right? And have better stuff to sell. So just think about this stuff. And I told you guys years ago when I was making those Brother SE600 videos to don't forget that this single needle embroidery machine also converts to sewing machine. So convert it to sewing mode every now and then practice your sewing. I told you guys that years ago, and already now I can make t-shirts really well. And I want to expand that. One of my friends recently sent me a puffer pattern for a jacket, for a vest, and I want to practice making those. She said that the hardest part of making a puffer jacket was just cutting out the pieces. Let me see what's going on here. I'm getting text messages. But guys, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to come on here real fast and talk to you guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys are catching the replay, then don't forget to share this video out. Like the video, comment on the video. If you have any questions about any of the services that I offer or anything at all that I talked about, comment down below. What are some of the services that you offer that you don't have listed on your website? Do you even have a website? Do you plan on making your website? If you don't have a website and you want to make a website and you want one that's similar to mine, contact me, A-Dubb Productions at gmail.com, and I can help you get that started. All right. Matter of fact, not even get that started. I can help you get it made easily for a small fee, of course. Well, not a small fee. So it won't be that crazy though. I'll show you how to, I'll get it situated for you and give you a small tutorial on how to drag and drop things in so you can make it your own after it's created. All right. So if that's something that you're looking for, then contact me and I'll talk to you guys on the next video, guys.